up on the wooden desk, a quiet afternoon. Shadow stretching on the wall, replacing sun too soon. I open up the bottom drawer where heavy secrets lie. A gentle kind of sadness underneath the lonely sky. Folded pieces of the past, yellow at the seams, holding on to fragments of our discontinued dreams. Oh, these broken love letters, written in the dark, leaving heavy, deep impressions on a solitary heart. Reading every promise that we couldn't ever keep. Now the loneliness is quiet, but the water runs so deep. Torn across the middle, fading at the edge, broken love letters, a forgotten pledges. You wrote about the future with a steady, certain hand. Now I trace the cursive that I try to understand. A drop of rain, or maybe just a teardrop from the text, blurring out the sentences we swore would always last. It is such a lonely feeling in this empty hollow room, breathing in the remnants of a faded sweet perfume. Oh, these broken love letters, written in the dark, leaving heavy, deep impressions on a solitary heart. Reading every promise that we couldn't ever keep. Now the loneliness is quiet, but the water runs so deep. Torn across the middle, fading at the edge, broken love letters, a forgotten pledge. I could throw them in the fire, let the ashes fly away, but a piece of me is hoping that the it will somehow stay. It's a melancholy anchor holding down my soul, a bittersweet reminder of the days when we were whole. So deep into the silence, I just read them one more time, searching for a reason in the rhythm and the rhyme. I fold them back together, I put them in the dark. Broken love letters, a lonely, quiet mark, so deep, so lonely, letting go of the tether. Goodbye to this spark. Goodbye, my broken love letters. beside the unpaid mail. Beside of my voice still feels a little frail. through splinters in the floor. The room don't pull me under like before. It took all night to make it to the door. I handed you all I had, right to the marrow. Now I'm finding my way through a quieter glow. Yeah, I turned out my pockets, laid open my chest, but the silence you left feels like somewhere to rest. I handed you all I had, now I'm keeping what's left. With a cleaner kind of blue, swept out the corners where the old shouting grew. Funny how stillness has a beautiful sound, like a lost old record spinning back around. And my feet remember solid ground. I handed you all I had, right to the marrow. Now I'm finding my way through quieter glow. Yeah, I turned out my pockets, laid open my chest, but the silence you left feels like somewhere to rest. I handed you all I had, now I'm keeping what's left. Thought I was hollow, a house with no flame, just smoke in the windows and dust in my name. I poured out the ache till the well ran clear. Now something is blooming from all of it was the space I loved the best. I handed you all I had, now I'm keeping what's left, keeping what's left, take it in. I handed you all I had, and I would do it again. I would not take it back. I kept what was left. The morning light is painting shadows on the floor. I hear the wind, but I don't listen anymore. A quiet house, an empty chair beside the wall. I'm waiting for a voice that isn't going to call. The silence settles in a heavy velvet weight. I tell myself it's fine, I tell myself it's late. I'm holding back tears, keeping the river inside. I'm wearing this smile, looking for places to hide. It's a lonely kind of weather in the middle of the room, a quiet little sorrow in the fading afternoon. Pavement as the strangers hurry by. I look up at the clouds to keep the water from my eye. A memory will hit me like a sudden drop of rain, a gentle kind of stinging, a familiar kind of pain. I buy a cup of coffee just to warm my freezing hands, living in a world that never really understands. I'm holding back tears, keeping the river inside. I'm wearing a smile, looking for places to hide. It's a lonely kind of weather in the middle of the room, a quiet little sorrow in the fading afternoon. Shadows along the silence is near. There's nobody left, there's nobody here. I'll just sit in the dark, holding back tears, holding back The clock hands sweeping past the hour of 2. The city falls asleep, but I'm awake with you. Not in the room, but living in my mind, leaving the heavy noise of daylight behind. A gentle breeze is knocking at the window glass. I watch the golden headlights of the late cars pass, and I wrap myself inside the thought of your embrace, just picturing the quiet smile upon your face. When the lonely nights are calling and the silver moonlight's falling, I just close my eyes and reach across the dark, following the steady rhythm of my heart. Distance is a river we will easily cross. In the memory of you, I'm happily lost. Yeah, the lonely nights are calling out your name, but my love for you will always stay the same. little spark. Your voice is like a lantern glowing in the dark. You tell me about your day 1,000 miles away. I listen to the gentle things you always say, and suddenly the winter cold begins to fade, replaced by all the promises that we have made. It's just a temporary space we have to stand until the moment I can friendly hold your hand. Where the lonely nights are calling and the silver moonlight's falling, I just close my eyes and reach across the dark, following the steady rhythm of my heart. Distance is a river we will easily cross. In the memory of you, I'm happily lost. Yeah, the lonely nights are calling out your name. Oh, my love for you will always stay the same. Every mile is just a test of what we know is true. Every shadow only points me right back home to you. I don't mind the quiet, I don't mind the space, when I know your love is my favorite resting place. The calendar is turning, no weeks are flying by. I see the same exact stars when I look up at the sky. So let them call. Let the lonely nights calling. I got your voice in my head. I got your picture on the wall. Lonely nights calling, but I'm never really alone. I'll see you tomorrow, I'm already coming home. Lonely nights calling, soft and true. Lonely nights calling, but I'm wrapped up in you. Your heavy coat is missing from the hallway hook. I walk past the mirror and I try not to. The quiet in this kitchen is a little too loud. We used to fill it up, but it's echoing now. I swept the hardwood floors today. Oh, swept the last of my dust away. We did it crash and burn. We didn't break the glass. We just watched the seasons slowly fly past. We held on tight, but the good gave way. We did our best, the love did stay. No, love didn't stay. I still buy the coffee that you used to like, forced to have it walking down aisle number 5. I put it back on the shelf. It's funny how the brain takes a while to catch up on a second mug. Then I watch the curve. Nobody's fault, nobody to blame. Ooh, I just took slow fade out, but I wish you'd find. We didn't crash and burn. We didn't break the glass. We just watched the seasons slowly slide past. We held on hope you know it takes a kind of courage just to let it go. We ran out of walls, we ran out of road, and the heavy truth is we both already know. We didn't crash and burn, we didn't break the glass, we just watched the seasons slowly slide past. We held on tight when the curtain gave way. We did our best, but love didn't stay. No, it didn't stay. Just fade away, and I guess that's okay. The hallway hook is empty now. Half a cup of cold tea on the nightstand, muted TV flickers colors on the wall. I wear my caution high like iron around me, but after midnight even iron falls. Typing out a message, I erase in pieces, trying to name the space where your shadow reaches. Staring at the glow until my vision thins, running out of room for the shape I keep within. These are my midnight confessions, pouring out the words I lock behind my teeth. No more dimming down the spark to keep the silence comfortable, just the quiet riot of your echo under me. Your name is on my tongue and I won't bury it now, while the whole city disappears in sleep. I'm finally learning how. All day long I'm moving, borrowed armor, smiling through the traffic and the noise. But the dark has its own way of undoing every practice line, every careful poise. I trace your letters in the window's faded dust, watching heavy minutes gather rust. I could dress this loneliness in polished light, but the empty side of midnight wears your outlines tonight. These are my midnight confessions, pouring out the words I like behind my teeth. No more dimming down the spark to keep the silence comfortable, just the quiet riot of your echo under me. Your name is on my tongue and I won't bury it now, while the whole city disappears in sleep. I'm finally learning how. Close now to let it go. Yeah, I'm done standing still. Thumb hovering right above the screen. Message sent. Now there's nothing left between. Face down the side. is finally in reach. Cold tea, have a cup of cold tea. Have a cup of cold tea. Caught myself holding the front door wide, taking a step back, waiting for you inside. Just some old habit I still go through, a little reflex still leading to you. I still check my phone when it vibrates twice, thinking you're calling to ask bad advice. I lay it back down on the passenger seat, tracing the lines on the empty street. It's not a hard rain all at once, more like a picture losing color by month. It doesn't hit me like a sudden crash, no broken frame, no match struck fast. It's the kind of hurt that makes no sound, just something missing when the light dies down. I don't fall apart, I just lose my grip, letting you go drop by drop, slip by slip. I'm just missing you slowly, yeah, missing you slowly. I find it throughout the diner seat, from the corner booth off 2nd Street. I didn't break down when I let it go, just felt one more space turn cold below. Your name still glows on that TV screen, next to the shows that we used to stream. The edges fade a little more each day, I'm losing the shape of what we were that way. It's not a hard rain all at once, more like a picture losing color by month. It doesn't hit you like a sudden crash, no broken frame, no match struck fast. It's the kind of hurt that makes no sound, just something missing when the light dies down. I don't fall apart, I just lose my grip, letting you go drop by drop, slip by slip. I'm just missing you slowly, oh, missing you slowly. They say time ends, but it wears things thin, steals the smallest traces you once lived in. I can't remember how your laughter curled, and that's the part that empties out my world. It doesn't hit me like a sudden crash, no broken frame, no match struck fast. It's the kind that hurt that makes no sound, just across all across the top, but it doesn't feel like morning anymore. I trace the outline of your empty chair, and I whisper to the room, though no one's there. A heavy silence settles in the hall, just a ticking clock against the wall. It isn't anger that I'm feeling now, just wondering when you slipped away and how. This is a quiet love pain, falling like a slow invisible rain. There is no thunder, no crashing skies, just the deep sorrow hiding in my eyes. I wear the lonely like a heavy coat, with all the unspoken words caught in my throat. Nobody hears it, nobody sees this quiet love pain bringing me to my knees. I walk the city streets without a sound, a million busy faces all around, but at every corner holds a ghost of you. A sudden breeze, a faded shade of blue. I keep my secrets folded in the dark, a tiny fading ember of our spark. I smile politely when my friends drive by, and wait until they leave to let out a sigh. Oh, this is a quiet love pain, falling like a slow invisible rain. There is no thunder, no crashing skies, just the deep sorrow hiding in my eyes. I wear the lonely like a heavy coat, with all the unspoken words caught in my throat. Nobody hears it, nobody sees this quiet love pain bringing me to my knees. It doesn't shatter like a falling glass, it simply waits unless the seasons pass. An empty space that I can never fill, a midnight chill that makes the world stand still. I'm learning how to carry all the weight, accepting that the hour is getting late. Just a quiet pain, deep inside the quiet land. The shadows stress, the day is gone. I'm sitting here, just holding on to the quiet love pain. It's so quiet, so lonely, making the memories fade. It's a great quiet love, slipping away. I left your spare key sitting in the hallway bowl. Got a full tank of gas, but nowhere I wanna go. There's a dent in the sofa where you usually read, and a heavy kind of quiet settling over me. I haven't changed the station on the radio dial, even though I haven't heard that song in a while. I'm just tracing the patterns on the hardwood floor, waiting for the sound of a key in the door. 'Cause when you're gone, the quiet gets heavy. The whole weekend feels like a weight in the room. I'm holding it together, keeping my hands steady, but there's way too much space inside this room. I don't fall apart. on. I walked right past your favorite coffee and I was free. Almost put it in the cart out of muscle memory. My phone buzzes twice and I jump at the sound. Just a text from a friend asking if I'm around. I tell them I'm busy, but I'm just sitting here watching the dust mote suspended in the air. It's a regular Tuesday, nothing is wrong except the obvious fact that you've moved on. 'Cause when you're gone, the quiet gets heavy. The whole weekend feels like a wedding room. I'm holding it together, keeping my heart steady, but there's way too much space inside this room. I don't fall apart, I just play along, but the colors fade out when you're gone. When you're gone, it's not a crushing wave, it's just a steady tide. It's not a bitter end, just a hollow inside. I know how to breathe and know how to survive, but I'm just existing instead of feeling alive. I can laugh at a joke, I can pay all the bills, but there's a gap in my chest that nothing else fills. Yeah, nothing else fills it when you're gone. The weekend is just a waiting room, just for me and the space inside this room. I think I'll leave your key in the bowl just in case. When you're gone, when you're gone, when you're gone. Woke up to the sound of internet in my head. Every shadow in the room reminds me what you said. I've been counting all the hours since you left, trying to find the pieces of what's left. Under neon skies, I remember whiskey and memories. I can feel it burning in some bit inside my chest. Baby, won't you stay until the morning light? 'Cause I need you more than all the rest. The city sleeps, but I'm still wide awake. Your memory, the wound I can't stop touching. Street lights flicker like the promises we made. I'm haunted by the intimate we were clutching. Under neon skies, I remember whiskey and memories. I can feel it burning intimate inside my chest. Baby, won't you stay until the morning light? 'Cause I need you more than all the rest. Maybe we were never meant to last, but I choose this intimate over any other past. Hold me like the first time, one more chance. Let me feel this intimate while we still can dance. Under neon sky, fading out like intimate whispers in the dark. until the stars fall apart. I saved a joke to send you at 2. Thumb hovering over your name in blue. Put the phone face down, backed away. Forgot we don't talk much these days. I stood by a branded tea by mistake, walking down the aisle in a half-awake state. Habits are a stubborn kind of ghost. The quiet moments are what hurt the most. It's not a sudden crash, it's a heavy weight, a phantom key turning at the gate. I'm going through the motions, playing my part, but your absence hits hard. Yeah, it pulls me right back to the start. Your absence hits hard. Your winter coat is hanging in the hall. I walk past it, staring at the wall. Mark asked how I was doing yesterday. I gave him the scripted standard okay, but the sofa still holds the shape of you, and the living room feels entirely too new. I rearrange the books upon the shelf, just trying to distract my own self. It's not a sudden crash, it's a heavy weight, a phantom key turning at the gate. I'm going through the motions, playing my part, but your absence hits hard. Yeah, it pulls me right back to the start. Your absence hits hard. They say time is a river that washes it clean. Washes it clean. The time it just frozen right here on my screen. I don't need a rescue, I don't need a net. I just need my brain to finally forget how heavy the air gets. It's not a sudden crash, it's a heavy weight, a phantom key turning at the gate. I'm going through the motions, playing my part, but your absence hits hard. Yeah, it pulls me right back to the start. Your absence hits hard. Just a small door in the room, staring at your name in blue. Your absence hits hard.